Hey there, it's Jeremy with the Level Designer, and I'm here with my final video of week 3 for Blocktober. And if this is your first video watching, Blocktober is basically a period during the month of October where level designers can practice their blockout skills and their level design skills. So I'm have been working on a 2D platformer within Unity this week with the theme of werewolves. And kind of where we left off last time was we made this kind of nice little platforming area, and we went through and we tested it. We made sure that everything worked just as planned. So we kind of have this nice little area going here. I think for this final day for this particular project, we're gonna kind of build out a just an area that we can finish the level in. Um, so we kind of have some options. We can go through and we kind of have this starting area, and then we can go through this jumping area right here that I'm gonna actually. I'll probably do that later. Um, Probably fix this up a bit, make it not so egregious. Excuse me. And then we kind of have this nice little platform area that is pretty nice. So what I want to do is I just want to add on to this area and make a little bit more add on to this. So kind of go through this, and then we have this area and we drop down. So if I go to the grid, now this is kind of the interesting part, because we have a nice little platform area right here. I don't necessarily want to add another area like this. You want to kind of give players kind of a nice general you know sections of a level like this. So what I'm going to do is probably just add in some just general combat areas. I'm not entirely. I don't know what the level's entirely going to look like, but just go through here. I think I'm just going to open this up. So I'm going to go through here and just have this go like that. Excuse me. And then after this is kind of laid out, I'm going to go through and place one of these crates here, just to make it exist right there. I might even add in another smaller crate. Oop. Just try to do that. Make it look a little bit just interesting. Of course, since this is a combat area, we'd put some enemies down here. Again, they don't have like the attacking AI, but that's fine. I just want to kind of make a good combat area to have people go through and practice on their combat. gonna go ahead and select this. It's like a little door area. And then maybe put something like this down here. Put in a box that you could just jump on and go through the level. Again, I'm trying to make sure that these crates do not like oversec the actual tile maps, just because I don't want to create an issue of, you know, things colliding weirdly and it all messes up. What we could actually do is we could actually probably delete all these. Well, no, I want to go to the... So I'm going to go to the background, and then I'm going to go to that layer. I'm just going to color those in. I'm going to go back to the tile map. Just gonna add those. I'm gonna delete that block, and I'll try to make kind of a little way. But what I'm planning on doing is I was gonna put in another moving platform here. So with this, again, we want to keep these kind of the same, I guess, but for the right position, it's going to be on the X. So we're going to copy this X coordinate, and we're going to put this to the right position. And then for the X, we're going to just drag this over. We're going to copy the left position. So now that should move whenever it starts. And again, we'll just want to put some enemies on here to just attack the character. We'll put some right here. What we could also do is we could, if we go back on this tile map layer, we could create an even bigger type of room. So we could really open this up a bit like this. Maybe have a small little hole in the wall. And just add some areas where we could put some enemies. So just make it kind of look kind of interesting, I guess. We don't really want to make this an entirely strict. We don't want to have the platforming be too egregious. We do want to have, you know, a good amount of platforms here and whatnot. I'll just kind of add this area here. Maybe add some more to the platforming. And again, we want to probably watch what we put on the set level, because we want to make sure that the player can kind of jump around and not have to worry so much about the different heights and stuff. I think that's too tall, so I might actually bring that down. I think that should be fine, and they can jump over there. They're gonna want to keep things kind of. I want to keep things kind of simple in this area, but I do want to add some nice little areas. So I might add in a wall here. I might add in a little step platform there that a player can jump on. Might even block that out. And again, you'll want to probably add some power-ups around here. And you'll want to add some guys. So I'm going to add in a bunch over here. Maybe 2 on this platform. You put 1 on here. Put several on there. Several on there. There's 1 on here. I think that's a good. I think that's a good amount of guys. Again, we'll want to put in a moving platform. So I'm gonna go to the tile map here, and I'm just gonna open this up. Now what this actually could be is this could be the outside area of an area. So you could possibly add in a tile map. I think that's what we're gonna do. Let me go on to Unity real fast. The asset store. And I'm gonna see what I could find real fast. Hold on. Yeah, so I have this kind of cool forest background area over here, and I'm gonna add that to my project. I'm gonna install it. So this is actually called Free Pixel Art Forest. So I'm going to download this. I'm going to import it. And then, you'll want to probably have, assets and different tile maps for different types of levels. So if you had, like an underground dungeon level, kind of like what we have been working on, that would be something that, you'd have a set tile map for, and then you could add another tile map for another type of level. But with that in mind, let's go in here and try to G backgrounds. So kind of the thing with this is this has a bunch of different layers to it. There's not like a set tile map. But what we could do is we could create something just from this normal background, just for this. So let's put let me take a look at all of the other backgrounds that we have. So all of these are at 16. So we'll play around with the forest here. So we're gonna have it be at 16. Have it be multiple. We want to have no compression. We want to have the filter mode be point no filter. We'll hit apply, and then on the sprite editor, we'll go to the slice grid by cell size, and then we will do we'll just do 16 and see what that looks like. Okay, so that's gonna split everything up. We can go ahead and slice it and just see what happens, and then we'll hit apply. So we're gonna just wait for this to go. Hopefully this doesn't create a bunch of issues. But yeah, hopefully what this will allow us to do is create different areas in a map. You know, you could split these areas up into different scenes, which would probably be a better practice. You could you do a lot with this. So it just kind of depends on what you're kind of wanting to go for. That's taking quite a bit of time. I don't really know, and I don't know if the background is something that I don't know if this background is really what we are wanting to go for, because yeah, I don't know. This is kind of taking a while though. So we'll let this sit and see what. I can't really do anything though while this is going. Whoa. Okay, there we go. So I have this giant background that we just made, but I don't know. I don't think that's gonna really work for us. And that's just because there's so much different objects here that we could use. I think that will be fine. So we have this background here that's split up. And what we could do is we could, again, make another tile map. So we could create a new palette, make forest background. And then we could just create this. Make this forest background. See what happens. Folder. Oh, yeah. Select this folder. And we'll go into this here, and then we'll just apply these go into the tile things, select that, and hopefully it will populate. Seems like I don't know. I should have probably made it a little bit more smaller. We'll see what it looks like. But yeah, I don't know. I think I made it a bit too much, which is fine. You know, you could always tone it down. You know, get rid of the tile maps and then just go with a better size for these. But yeah, I'm just gonna place one of these in the map and see what happens. But before I do that, I'm gonna save in case everything entirely just crashes when I try to put this background in the game. I don't even know if it's going to not crash when it gets done importing all these tiles into this. It just seems like there is a lot, like 1,000. Like that doesn't seem. It seems like a lot. So I don't know if that was probably the best choice. That's probably why it probably took a while. Yeah, what in the heck? I might have to redo this because that's quite a bit. I'm not sure. We'll take a look and we'll see. And this is kind of like the next section, so yeah, I think we have the majority of the whole level kind of you know, laid out a bit, so I think that will be fine. But I was just wanting to create kind of like, oh, here's the next level. But yeah, I think this is gonna be too much. Like it's going up to like 1,700, 1,800 like different tile assets, and that is just a lot. Like what? So yeah, I might go ahead and just get rid of all of these tiles and just go up to like 64. Try to cut this down by like a ton. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm not entirely sure. It wouldn't surprise me if the whole thing just crashes. And I again, I didn't save my previous kind of area here, which kind of sucks. But if it crashes, I'll just end the video prematurely and kind of keep that as that and kind of move on. Yeah, 2,000 is like up to like 2,500. This is gonna be just not good. I'm gonna definitely probably just get rid of all of this and just start over on this specific tile map because that is just ridiculous. Oh my gosh. Okay. Like I'd hate to see what this tile map's gonna look like. I mean, it doesn't even look like it. I mean, it looks normal. I don't know. It's weird. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to background. I think it looks actually doable. I don't think it's gonna look too bad. And I'm gonna go up here. And see here we have a huge forest. And we could actually let's actually do this. Let's do there. We can do that, and then if we go to sort of like foreground, and we go to foreground, and then we could yeah, that's really not gonna be good. But what we could do is we could go and set this as the background for this. And we do have, so this is what I'm thinking, is if we go into PNG here, we go into here, we have like this grass, and then we have that. So what we could do technically is we could have this be 16, multiple, none, point. Apply, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like split up into like different kind of things. And I was gonna like put this on a layer kind of on top of here. But I think that's not gonna look right, because if I put this on top of here, it's gonna look like the player's like just walking, kind of floating a few inches off the ground. So I don't necessarily want to have that. So yeah, I think what we're gonna just do is we're going to go through here. We're just gonna delete that. And actually what I'm gonna do is just go to the background here, and I'm just going to paint this. And hopefully with that, we could at least make kind of a new little area section that makes sense. And we could go into here and make like a nice little like cave entrance or something, of like, oh, you know, you found like a cave. And then maybe we could go through here and just kind of go to background again. I just place this right there. We could also maybe place one of these in here. Something. Make it look a little bit more interesting. I mean, even with this, I mean, you could really go crazy with this and then add in just a darker kind of like background, I guess you could say. Again, like the more that you play around with different types of tile maps, the nicer that you could probably get these to look. Just kind of create like a set kind of border area for different objects. But don't forget, you also have all of these, so you'd probably want to keep these kind of as the foreground for these. Well, you probably wouldn't want to do that, but definitely would want to, you know, keep it kind of coherent. So if we just do it like this, we can set each block by the 3. We kind of didn't apply this sort of, we didn't really apply this sort of thing to the other area. So it might look a bit kind of weird, but I think it's fine. I'm gonna Get rid of that. I'm actually gonna switch that out. And like this could be like the background. So yeah, and you could just make this whole entire area the background of this. Just have it be like a different kind of just color. We'll go into the background. There we go. What? I don't know. Just have this be just different. Like have it just look. Have it like be a different thing. And of course, if you wanted to create, a gradient between one color of the background and the next, you could go into Photoshop and just take those two colors and just blend it together. That would probably make these transitioned areas look much more cleaner. So we do have some like difference in like the we do have kind of a difference in the area of where you're creating things at. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into the prefabs and I'm going to place a moving platform here. And of course on here I'm going to deselect is horizontal. I'm going to change these both to 0. And then on the bottom position I'm going to take the Y, copy it, and put it in the Y. And then on the top position I'm going to drag it up. I'm going to go to the Y again, copy the Y, and then paste the Y position. And then I'm pretty happy with things. I think for a good starting level, this is going to look really cool. So what I'm going to do is just expand this out as much as I can. And I'll just play it and just see if play through the level and just see what happens. So here we go. I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna go take the time to go up here and collect this power up. I'm not gonna stand there and kill everybody. I could go through the enemies and just set their health pools to be where I could just kill them with one hit, which would probably not be the worst idea. It just depends on, if you want to make this game terribly difficult with the combat. I do feel like with a game like this, you probably would want to. We can't make it quite yet, and I'm not going to double jump because I just feel like that would be kind of cheating. So, a final game like this, we would want to limit to where if you're already in the air, you can't jump. I'm sure that would be pretty easy enough to do, but I just haven't had the time to really go through and build out the mechanics fully. Again, this is just kind of a quick prototype of a game. So again, I'm going to try to avoid these by jumping. I've already been hit once. I don't want to get hit again. So there we go. I have this just really interesting looking area. You could add in other like pixel art things here. Again, I probably won't go through and kill everybody, but you know, never hurts to just kind of get a good sense of what the combat might feel like. So you kind of have this area. You're like, oh, what's going on over here? I have this, and we might even want to put in like a power up over here, or there's one right there. And you're like, huh, I wonder how I get over there. There's a power up. I can't go through it though, but yeah, it's kind of interesting. So I'll just try to hit this guy, and the projectiles work as well. So you just kind of have to wait for this platform to take you across. It's just fine. Just smack them. And again, we want to make sure that, the player kind of knows where to go next. So we're kind of just creating those kind of paths that, the player can see. And that's something that we want to try for the next area. We haven't really play tested that area. Of course, that looks pretty good. It's all blended in together. We have that power up that we can use. You do see that. And if you were to jump and fall, you'd probably be like, well, there wasn't anything there. But hopefully, this is quick enough to where you could probably see it fairly quickly. Then we have this kind of side area. I'm not going to go through it, though, because I'd just probably die and have to start all the way over. You try to jump over there, you can't. So you're like, huh, I wonder how I get over there. So you kill these guys, you jump there, and then you jump. And again, you might have to like get rid of this block if it's too difficult. Like I'm kind of experiencing now, but I think you just kind of run a bit. You're able to catch it. I'm not going to hit any of these enemies, but you probably get a good sense of, if they're coming towards you, if you land on like their specific platform, and they probably would just try to hit you and stuff. So this is working as intended. This looks really good. I like how this just is kind of blended into like the backgrounds and whatnot. You could continue this purple down below here and make it look cohesive. So again, you see that, oh, we have a power up here. We can't access this moving platform though, so we'll just have to continue and go along here. And then again, you'd want to have these guys attack you on the same floor if they're near you. So you'd probably want to set that up. Again, we want to test to make sure we can't go over here. I like how this, I really do like how this floor is kind of blended in, and you have like these crates. This looks really cool. I actually really like how that turned out. Using different layers of tile maps, really goes a long way with making things look much more cleaner. And you could add in, you could just keep these kind of their own separate floors too. So again, we're gonna wait for this moving platform. Again, you might want to speed that up, make it faster and whatnot, but that's fine. For just the testing, I'll just wait. Maybe have some small talk. How's your day going? Um, yeah, I'm really excited to get the next project kind of going and under my belt. And in a week I'm gonna be done with Blocktober, and I will have to think about kind of my next content moving forward. I think I'll be able to kind of relax a bit and not have to worry about making videos every day. It has been kind of like, oh, okay, we gotta go and make today's video. But that's kind of the fun of Blocktober, is going through and making content on a really consistent basis. And I'll try to keep up with all of the videos and whatnot. And I don't know. I've been thinking about maybe making like just some D&D dungeon generated videos of like me just making Dungeons and Dragons type dungeons and going through like the player's handbook map and just doing it like, oh, I have a book here, and then I'm just gonna roll some dice and just generate a dungeon. That'd be kind of fun, I think. So we kind of have this area where we're gonna be fighting a bunch of enemies, and again, you could put in different props. It'd be kind of cool to make like destructible, items. Like maybe there's a table or those crates. Maybe those crates could be kind of breakable, so you could totally do that. So again, we kind of have an issue where we can't go up here. So I am gonna double jump and get up here, but we'll want to try to get that fixed. Possibly add in another crate there. That's kind of the beauty of having the double jump, or the infinite jump, is we can kind of be like, okay, we can tag a place that needs to be fixed, but we can move on. So here we go. We go through here. I'm gonna have this guy over here, but we might want to put in a power up over here, because that might be something that the player could entirely miss. So we want to put a crate, and then we want to put a thing there. We can get on this platform, but the problem is getting on this platform over here. We could put in another crate right here and make it look kind of interesting. So we might add in a second crate. That barely goes through. And here we go. We're on the very top of this. Again, this goes really slowly, but I think we could manage. And we have this nice transition into this forest area, and I really like that. I think that looks really awesome. And now you're at the forest level. So, yeah, there's a few things that I want to go through and fix. So, again, I'm going to put a crate here. Make it, make that there. I'm going to put another crate here. I'm going to put a power up there. And then what we'll do is we will play again and just test it and see what if we can circumvent those areas. I probably will kind of jump through and fly to those areas to kind of get there a little bit more faster. Just kind of avoid these bullets. I do like that area though. Like that area is pretty fun. It's a nice challenge, and again, I'm not entirely sure like how other people would play this. I'm sure that they would probably go through and I was just gonna probably just fly through this area. But yeah, it'd be very important to like play test and get make sure that you know different players kind of know like say, hey, can I navigate your level and get to the other side? And that'd be super important. Okay, so right here is where we were needing to test. So I'll go through and I will play it like normally. All of the enemies here you get to kill, so you get to jump on that, and there you go. You get to go past that area. Go in here, again, you're like, oh, I could jump on there. You continue over here, and there'd be that power up that I just picked up when I was flying through the air like Superman, super werewolf. And you can jump on here, and you go this way. And they're like just two different ways. Maybe you could put in just different types of power ups over here. Yeah, there's so many different options that you could do as far as like the navigation. And yeah, there you go. I climb up there and just I don't even know if I'll be able to get past this this thing. Nope. Just have to wait for it to come down. And you get on top of it. And you ride out, and you're out of the castle. But yeah, everything should be playable from start to finish. If you don't cheat and you don't use the double jump, um, that's kind of the main thing that I think we need to test. We needed to test, but we have this nice forest area. This is looking like I really like this background, and the thing I really like about it is, um, like you're supposed to. It seems like you're supposed to really take all of these different layers and put them all on different tile maps and get them. And I know that there's different like spacing and whatnot. I'm gonna go ahead and save this, but yeah, kind of. I do want to kind of go in here and take a look at this background. So there's this background here. I don't know if this is supposed to be. Yeah, so this is really cool, and I'm not entirely sure how you make things, move like that. But yeah, that's actually it's pretty cool. You could probably take a look at all this. Here we go. And if we go into like the scene view, you can see that this is like the entire level. So if you're playing a game, you'd have all of these different layers and whatnot, and but with what I have, I mean, I don't have much. I just have kind of this one layer here that's just entirely huge, so it's not like super interesting. But yeah, um, it's the level that we created. Um, yeah, I think with that in mind, I think I'm gonna stop this video. Um, I want to thank everybody who have watched this week, and next week we're gonna be in Unreal. Starting tomorrow, I'm gonna be making a top-down stealth game, and I already have a system in place that I could just put that into a project and work on different levels with that. So I do appreciate you guys watching. This is week 3 done under my belt, and yeah, I think this level is really cool. I'm kind of glad how this kind of ended up. Is a little bit more on the iffy side. As far as I didn't know how this was going to look by the end of the week, but yeah, I like it. I think it's a solid little level. You could probably really expand on this and make a lot more areas. And I would, I wouldn't end it so quickly like right here. I would have probably added in, you know, at least 4 more areas like this, and implement more mechanics, have more kind of obstacles and whatnot. But yeah, I'm really glad of how this worked out. I think there's different kind of areas that we made look kind of different. So yeah, I want to thank everybody for watching. Again, if you have any feedback or have any questions or comments, just leave those in the comments below. And if you also want to keep updated on my videos, just feel free to subscribe. And yeah, I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. So I'll catch ya then. See ya.